So hi guys, this is Matt and we are back again with another video. So today I have my friend Rishabh Shah with us. So Rishabh is currently working at NTPC. Rishabh, I would like you to introduce yourself to the audience, maybe from where you did masters and currently what are you doing at NTPC?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And for you guys, if you don't know, we and Gaurav are the batchmates from IIT Kharagpur. So we did our masters together from IIT Kharagpur in thermal and fluid engineering. I am a 2014 pass out. I have completed masters from 2014 and I have completed my BTech from Mumbai University in 2012. And I have given GATE in both the year 2012 and 2014. In 2012, I have got AIR 444. And in 2014, I have got AIR 62.
Okay.
And currently, I'm working as Deputy Manager in Operation and Maintenance Department with NTPC Limited at NTPC Vidyanchal.
Okay.
So that will be all about myself.
Great. So वहाँ से start करते हैं from our MTech journey. So in MTech we were doing thermal science and engineering. So उसके बाद I think you mentioned that you didn't had any idea about these PSUs and GATE and all, right, when you came.
Correct.
Your friend just told to you. So now many people who come to MTech, they kind of into IITs, they think that okay, they will get a private job or they come with a placement scenario in their mind. What was your motivation of going and giving GATE again in MTech? And also, what will you tell to the audience that how's the placement scenarios based on your experience?
Okay. So I'll be very honest with you. In 2012, when I have given GATE, at that time, everybody was in my college was like somebody was into GRE, somebody was into CAT, somebody was into GATE. So I was a bit technical oriented. So I thought, why not give GATE? So that's how I have come into GATE and I have pursued GATE. And in why I've given again GATE in 2014, I'll be very honest again. So the placement scenario in IIT Kharagpur was very not so good for thermal and fluid engineering, especially. So only 4-5 companies were there, and we were unplaced at that time. So I thought, why not to utilize that time and give GATE once again? We'll see how it plays out. So it played well then.
Correct.
Eventually, we all got placed. Eventually, everyone is working very well in our batch.
Correct.
But at that time, the placement scenario was not so good.
Correct. So you prepared while you were studying. So how was your planning, or how was your kind of a time distribution between these things? Was it too much painful, or like it was easy for you?
No, in 2012 I was I had not prepared at all. I was just into like ठीक है देते हैं types. और अच्छा रैंक आ गया था, for God's sakes. In 2014 I prepared very well.
Okay.
And to be I will give you a brief plan also how it goes. So it's like for mechanical engineering. I am for mechanical engineering. So for mechanical engineering, you need 300 hours of self-study.
Okay.
You distribute across, and if you study for 5 hours a day, you distribute across 60 days. But overall, you need 300 hours of study if you want to crack GATE. And currently, if I am seeing the scenarios, so many mock tests have come. I will recommend give 300 hours study and plus 100 hours to 150 hours. If you can combine it with mock tests, that will be more than sufficient. If someone studies 4 hours a day, he will need 100 days. If somebody studies 6 hours a day, he will need 60 days. So eventually they can distribute, but you need approximately 300 hours of self-study and 100 to 150 hours of mock test.
Okay, so manage karna from your MTech curriculum and then preparing for GATE was kind of okay.
Yeah, you can manage it very easily. In fact, it played out very well because I didn't have to study. I just have to rush through thermal and fluid engineering and max part.
Okay.
So it was a beneficial for me since I was pursuing MTech. So I didn't have to prepare so very well in my core subjects. I just have to concentrate on design and manufacturing part.
Okay, ठीक है. तो आई थिंक मैंने बहुत सारे इंटरव्यूज प्रीवियसली लिए लोगों के जो कि गेट क्रैक करके आए हैं. तो आई थिंक अभी हम पहला इंटरव्यू ले रहे हैं जो कि एक बंदा पीएसयू में काम कर रहा है. तो थोड़ा सा इस पे आते हैं कि वहां पे जब आप एनटीपीसी में गए तो वहां पे क्या क्या डिविजन्स हैं, लोग किस किस डिवीजन में काम करते हैं, तो उसके बाद थोड़ा बताइए कि बेसिकली वहां पे काम क्या होता है लोगों का.
ओके, यहाँ पर यूजुअली 4-5 स्ट्रीम्स लेते हैं. मैकेनिकल हो गया, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, इलेक्ट्रिकल, टीएनआई एंड फिलहाल कंप्यूटर्स वालों को भी लेते हैं. कंप्यूटर साइंस को स्टार्ट किया है. सो मैकेनिक जो फोर ब्रांचेस है, इलेक्ट्रिकल, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, मैकेनिकल एंड सीएनआई, कंट्रोल एंड इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन, everybody gets placed in operation and maintenance department.
Okay.
So operation is a shift job. Like currently in operation and maintenance department, there are two subdivisions: operation and maintenance. So operation is a shift job, and maintenance is a normal routine general shift job from 9 to 5.
Okay.
So usually
वहाँ पे
हाँ, तो ऑपरेशन में क्या होता है, जैसे वी हैव अ 500 मेगावाट प्लांट, तो उसको 24/7 रन करना है. So 3 shifts are there of 8 hours. So we have to look after the day-to-day activities, which involves routine jobs like in logging the parameters and all, issuing permits with safety and isolations and all that. Routine maintenance jobs, कुछ defects है तो we have to notify it. And maintenance department का function होता है कि they have to rectify all the breakdown and preventive maintenance, and they have to also take overhauling part. Overhauling means every unit has to go through a 30 to 35 days overhauling once in a 2 years.
Okay.
So they have to plan it out. So जैसे विद्यांचल में 13 units है, if you will be aware, 500 megawatts के यहाँ 6 unit है, 210 के यहाँ पर भी 6 unit, almost 7 units 500 megawatt के और 6 unit 210 के. So they have to plan कि कैसे distribute करना है, कि 13 units का overhauling कैसे कराना है within 2 years में. So maintenance का roughly ये काम होता है कि वो breakdown and preventive maintenance को cater करते हैं, और हम लोग day to day routine activities को cater करते हैं.
Okay. और उसके अलावा
इसमें भी बहुत सारे सब डिविजन्स बहुत सारे हो गए हैं अभी, जैसे एफिशिएंसी डिपार्टमेंट आ गया है, एनवायरमेंटल डिपार्टमेंट आ गया है, कुछ वाटर कंजर्वेशन को लेके देखते हैं, कुछ उसमें एश हैंडलिंग को लेके आ गए हैं. बट वो मोटा मोटी देखा जाए, ओवरऑल देखा जाए तो ऑपरेशन एंड मेंटेनेंस डिपार्टमेंट. एंड करंटली व्हाट एनटीपीसी इज डूइंग, कि सपोज इफ देयर इज न्यू रिक्रूटमेंट फ्रॉम लास्ट 3 to 4 years, आई एम सेइंग एवरीबॉडी विल इवेंचुअली गेट शिफ्ट जॉब ओनली. ऑपरेशन को में ही वो लोग दे रहे हैं ताकि जनरल ओवरव्यू मिले. मेंटेनेंस में थोड़ा रिस्ट्रिक्ट हो जाता है कि कोई बॉयलर दिखेगा, कोई टरबाइन दिखेगा, कोई ऑफ साइड या कूलिंग टावर्स देखेगा, लेकिन ऐसा ओवरऑल व्यू देने के लिए वो लोग ऑपरेशन में ही हायर कर रहे हैं फिलहाल.
Okay, so are these the only two main categories, operations and management, or apart from that any other categories are also there where the people get posted?
Other subcategories are there, but उसमें if in the starting 5 to 10 years it's very difficult to get, because in the seniors ही place होते हैं usually. Okay. So that as I told you, energy efficiency department is there, but environmental management department is there.
But those are the subcategories, right? If I talk about the top categories, when a guy goes into NTPC, so either he will get to operations or he will get to maintenance, right?
Into maintenance, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And is it your choice that you want to go to operations or maintenance, or it is filled by automatically from NTPC?
No, it is given automatically. You can just you have to fill the options.
Okay.
Means what happens in NTPC, in the starting 1 year we have the training part.
Okay.
So there is a merit-based systems. They conduct usually many exams are there, many oral exams are there. So they conduct a merit-based list. So eventually on that merit-based part you get the postings as well as which department you will be working.
Okay.
Previously ऐसा था, लेकिन अभी फिलहाल मेन डिपार्टमेंट का ये चॉइस नहीं रहा, ओनली ऑपरेशन ही मिलता है लोगों को.
Okay. और अगर बाद में आपको स्विच करना हो, किसी को मेंटेनेंस ऑपरेशन में आना हो, किसी को ऑपरेशन से मेंटेनेंस में आना हो, तो उसके लिए कितना टाइम
होता है? यूजुअली जैसे एनटीपीसी में क्या होता है कि पर्टिकुलर लोकेशन पे ही लोग रहते हैं. सो लाइक 10 years आफ्टर ट्रांसफर होते हैं, तो आफ्टर 10 years लोगों के स्विच होते हैं. लेकिन बहुत सारे लोगों को जैसे किसी की मेडिकल कंडीशंस होते हैं, पेरेंट्स की, या वाइफ इज वर्किंग इज देयर, तो उन कंडीशंस में हो भी जाता है, ट्रांसफर भी हो जाते हैं, और उनको डिपार्टमेंट चेंज का भी ऑप्शन मिलते हैं उनको.
ओके.
बट यू नीड सम मतलब कुछ मेडिकल कंडीशंस, और your wife is working, or you are some you're going through any other stuff, so you are not able to pursue that shift duty. So in that case only even NTPC entertains such requests.
Okay. और जो ये लोकेशन की चॉइसेस रहती हैं, ये आपको मेरिट बेस पे मिलती हैं कि आपने भरा और आपकी मेरिट अच्छी थी तो आपको मिल गया, या फिर ये कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होते हैं?
जैसे अक्रॉस पैन इंडिया में लोकेशंस है एनटीपीसी की, तो उनकी एक वैकेंसी लिस्ट निकलती है.
Okay.
तो इवेंचुअली सपोज मेरा रैंक 5th था मेरे बैच में, तो जो बंदा फर्स्ट होगा वो अपने कन्वीनियंस के हिसाब से कोई एक प्लांट ऑप्ट करेगा, तो उसको मिल जाएगा फर्स्ट. तो नॉर्मल जैसे आप हम लोग का कैप राउंड्स एंड काउंसलिंग राउंड्स होते हैं कॉलेजेस के, वैसे ही यहाँ पर एनटीपीसी में भी ऐसे ही अक्रॉस पैन इंडिया लोकेशंस की वैकेंसी लिस्ट निकलती है, और उसके अक्रॉस में सब ETs को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं. जैसे सपोज एक कोई बैच में 100 ETs है, तो 100 वैकेंसी लिस्ट निकलेंगे डिफरेंट लोकेशंस पे, और मेरिट बेस्ड सिस्टम पे लोगों को मिल जाएगा वो. तो वी हैव टू फिल 30 ऑप्शंस एज वेल. 30 ऑप्शंस का हमको ये मिलता है चॉइस, तो वी कैन फिल ऑल द प्लान्स. 30 में ऑप्शंस में सब प्लान्स कवर हो जाते हैं.
Okay, and generally the transfer happens after 10 years.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
हाँ, जॉब पोस्टिंग, हाँ, जो पोस्टिंग ट्रांसफर होते हैं और या पोस्टिंग चेंज होती है आफ्टर 10 years होती है यहाँ पर.
Okay.
Like in PSUs में particularly oil and gas sectors where usually the transfers are very frequent in 3 to 4 years. But in NTPC, the transfer happens in 10 years.
Okay. Okay. And what about the life? So for example, you go to work, you come. So how hectic the life is, how hectic work is, what are the extracurriculars you are doing?
Okay. So the best or balanced life you can get is in NTPC. I can assure you on that part. Means work and personal life balance हमेशा रहेगा, हमेशा मिलेगा. The facilities are top most. You get playgrounds, पर्सनल सबकी जो एक्टिविटीज है, जैसे मैंने कभी लॉन टेनिस जिंदगी में नहीं खेला था, मैंने यहाँ आके पहली बार खेला, कोर्ट नहीं मिला, रैकेट को टच नहीं किया, तो यहाँ आके मुझे ये अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली है सर. तो फैसिलिटीज आर वेरी गुड. और हॉबीज जिसको परस्यू करना चाहते हैं, जिसके बहुत सारे हॉबीज होती है जैसे, तो उनके लिए भी सफिशिएंट यहाँ सब कुछ अवेलेबल है. जिम्नाशियम से लेकर स्विमिंग पूल, द फैसिलिटीज आर टॉप मोस्ट इन एवरी एनटीपीसी टाउनशिप. दैट आई कैन अश्योर यू.
Okay. And how about the training period life? Like what about the mess food and what about the
okay, so कोई बंदा हॉस्टल में लग रहा होगा तो उससे तो बेटर होता है खाना, लेकिन घर से कंपेयर करोगे तो कम होता है.
Okay. Correct.
तो मेस यूजुअली हम लोग ही रन करते हैं. जैसे सपोज 40-50 का बैच हुआ तो उसमें से एक मेस मैनेजर बन जाता है.
Okay.
सो हम लोग ही ओवरऑल मैनेज का मेन्यू डिसाइड करते हैं, कहाँ से राशन आएगा, व्हाट क्वालिटी ऑफ फूड विल बी देयर. सो यूजुअली हम लोग ही डिसाइड करते हैं. तो यूजुअली जो भी बैच में सीनियर होता है, जैसे हमारे बैच में 2012 या 2013 के लोग के जो सीनियर है, सो दे इवेंचुअली हैपेंस टू बी अ मेस मैनेजर. तो उन लोग ओवरऑल मैनेज का देखते हैं कि कितना सैलरी किसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना है, कितना फंड्स कलेक्ट करना है, कितना कहाँ जाना है, बस मोटा मोटा. और खाने का ऐसे कुछ इशू नहीं है. मैं भी एक बैचलर हॉस्टल में ही रहता हूँ, तो फूड का कोई इतना इशू नहीं है. हम लोग ये मेन्यू सेट करते हैं, तो हम लोग जो चाहे सेट कर सकते हैं.
Okay. Or maybe there might be many people who have came from private or maybe from any other PSU and then landed to NTPC, or may have gone from NTPC to other PSUs. So what kind of
many. In fact, our batch had 42 people and 38 had switched from some other firm. Only 4 were the fresh joinees. So 38 कोई PSU छोड़ के आए थे, कोई private company छोड़ के आए थे.
Okay.
So everybody was different, and in fact, from now onwards, last year, NTPC have started to recruit experienced guys only.
Okay.
So like this year, vacancy notification, if you have gone through, it needs 3 years of experience to apply.
Okay. Okay. So what kind of experience does NTPC require? Like what experience they require?
So usually it should be related to the thermal power plant related. That's the best one. But if you are into some maintenance or planning jobs as well, core mechanical if you are into any, or core electrical if you are into any, all will do, all will count.
Okay. And
generally यहाँ पर आके जैसे go ahead. हाँ, जैसे सपोज कोई इलेक्ट्रिकल है, तो ही इज लुकिंग आफ्टर सम सेमीकंडक्टर्स और इनटू सम प्लानिंग ऑफ पावर ग्रिड्स और इलेक्ट्रिकल ग्रिड्स, सो ही कैन आल्सो कैरी ऑन दिस एक्सपीरियंस इन एनटीपीसी. If some mechanical is he is working into suppose in automobiles, also तो basic combustions कैसे होते हैं, combustion profile कैसे काम करता है, that will be helpful in NTPC. So any experience will count. If only it has to be the core experience.
Okay. And what is this shift job as you mentioned? So the guy who get the job at the night, so like how easy or how hectic it is from your perspective?
So actually how it goes, like in Vidyachal we have a 8 days rota cycle is there. So eventually we have 2 days morning shift, 2 days evening, and 2 days night, and 2 days off.
Okay.
So every night के बाद 2 off मिल जाता है. So that is very peaceful, but nights are a bit hectic. First night तो निकल जाती है, second night I'll be honest थोड़ी hectic हो जाती है.
Okay. And what about the actual core work? So when you say, okay, you are in maintenance, you are in operations. So like, do you do any work related to like analysis, maybe like the simulations tool we have seen like ANSYS, or what we have seen in our past MATLAB, Simulink, or CAD drawings? So like, what is the actual work that you do there in NTPC, or is it measuring?
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't say that you need a master's degree for working in NTPC. BTech degree sufficient. All the softwares which we are talking, CFD, only energy efficiency department uses that system for combustion analysis. The CFD one, we are not able to use that. But in day-to-day activities, you do need a technical knowledge. You need a brief technical knowledge to apply, because you need to have a brief idea how the power plants work. And suppose if there is any emergencies, you need to think on your feet. So yeah, technical knowledge do counts in NTPC. But if you will talk, am I able to use my master's knowledge? So I will say no.
Okay.
I'm definitely able to apply my BTech knowledge, but master's knowledge, like I have gone through the CFD softwares. You can apply AutoCAD over here, but CFD softwares, MATLAB, no.
Okay.
We are not using that.
Okay. And what about the promotions? Like in generally, in how much time frame the guy gets promoted?
So there is a brief time due promotions over here. So after 1 year of training, 3 years we get promoted. Okay. Our promotion gets due. Okay. So if your performance is good, you will get promoted on the first due year itself. So that's how it's after 3 promotions we get transferred. Okay. That's how that 10 years come. First year is training, and after 3 years we get promoted. So on the 3rd promotion we get transferred.
Okay. And again, when you get transfer, there also you are given the chance to apply the location of your choice, or is it again some merit?
Yeah, we have. We do get the choice to apply, but we need to take as well as last option is there across pan India in case vacancies are there. So we have to take that option as well.
Okay. Sounds fine. Sure. So I think that's all I had in my mind. I'm just thinking that if I missed something. So
I've gone through your channel. So basically, all your audiences as like mostly GATE aspirants are there.
Correct.
So few tips are there I would like to share with you.
Sure.
On GATE, because your audience are like or GATE experience.
Yeah.
So basically, as I said, suppose from mechanical engineering point of view, I can tell you need 300 hours of self-study, 100 to 150 hours of mock test. You need to distribute on that 300 hours very well. You need to cater the mathematics section very well, which is the most boring section we have. And I will give you few insights which I felt. In 2012, what I did, I was into probability very much. I was like कि यार 0.25 नेगेटिव होता है तो 5 में से एक भी तुक्का राइट हो जाएगा तो सही निकल ही जाएगा यार. इतना 20% का प्रोबेबिलिटी है तो तुक्का मारना चाहिए. बट आफ्टर गोइंग थ्रू माय रिजल्ट इन 2012 आई फेल्ट कि जितना आता है उतना ही अप्लाई करो, तुक्का मत मारो. You need to 85. तुम्हारा अगर accuracy, if you have the accuracy of 90% plus, you will score very well. You need to go into that probability thing कि हरे 5 में से एक तुक्का राइट हो जाएगा तो मेरा तो बैलेंस तो हो ही जाएगा eventually. So that will be, I will give the advice कि अच्छे से तुम 80-85% का भी, जैसे मैंने 2014 में सिर्फ I have attempted only 85 marks out of 100. So my accuracy played very well. My accuracy was above 95%. So eventually I scored 81 marks in that.
Okay.
And मैं 2012 में मैंने almost 97 marks का apply किया था. फिर भी मुझे उसमें 70 नहीं आया था.
Correct. Yeah, that's a good point.
So just focus on accuracy and 400 to 450 hours of your self-study. That is more than sufficient.
Correct. So have you also tried for IES sometime?
No.
Okay.
I haven't.
Any particular reason for that, or like you are all set in NTPC, or like you didn't thought?
So that's what I will get into my personal thing. So I'm from Mumbai. So usually if you tell any Mumbaiker कि IES क्या होता है, IES क्या होता है, उनको नहीं पता होता है. Honestly, CAT आप बोलोगे, we will be very full कि हाँ CAT से MBA होता है, GRE क्या होता है, we will be very good. But Mumbaiker को अगर कोई पूछोगे कि IES क्या IES, so we are not into that stuff. So still I don't have any knowledge of IES and IES. In NTPC, many people are there who are aspirants of IES, if you are gone. And from our batch also 2-3 people have gone into IES.
Okay.
So aspirants are there, but from personal point of view, I haven't applied for IES or IES or for any other government exam.
Correct. And generally regarding NTPC, like what is the I think it might depend from person to person choosing the location, but generally which location is preferred among all the NTPCs?
So basically, right now NTPC is into the expansion mode. So there are 2 brownfield locations are there and the greenfield. So where there is established plants like Vidyanchal is there, Sipat is there, Korba is there. These are the established plants. And certain there are new locations are coming in brownfield. Like Khurgi, you can sell Gadarwara location is there. In that the plants are into commissioning and erection stage. So currently we have the options of both. So people according to their needs, if suppose somebody has a family, they will opt for the well-established township and well-established plants where the facilities are very good. And in suppose into brownfield location where the commissioning and erection, commissioning and erection is in process, there is where the hostel or the township facilities won't be up to the mark for 2-3 years. So only the new ones people prefer over there. But everybody has a personal choice. Usually the brownfield locations are coming up at very good locations or near to some cities. So some people do prefer that brownfield locations, and we had at our time only option of greenfield locations only.
Okay.
So yeah, sure. This is how it goes in NTPC especially.
Sure. And is that the home or the houses, they are given by NTPC to everyone, or someone has to stay by their own outside also? I think I've heard that they give the rent in that case, right? They reimburse the rent or something.
Oh, no. All the accommodation is company provided over here.
Okay.
All the accommodation.
Okay.
So how it goes, suppose if you are a married people, you will offer quarters. In that quarters, the furniture won't be there, or the facility of cleaning and sweeping and mopping won't be there. Just like I'm a bachelor hostel, I prefer a bachelor hostel. In that, our room is furnished. We have all the AC, or the bedding, table, chair is there, and also we have a facility of cleaning and mess running in our downstairs. So all is company provided. Yeah, it do gets in our overall package, but that is like we don't have to pay from our pocket anything. Apart from some few charges are there, like 25 rupees a day we have to pay the rent if you will go.
Correct. But if someone wants to stay,
like outside, I am paying for this batch.
If someone wants to stay outside,
no, nobody prefers to stay outside, because the first prominent thing is that there won't be 24 hours electricity won't be there outside.
Correct.
Only few of the senior people, or the people who have got just students or their kids especially working or studying somewhere else place, so they prefer to keep their family at the lease accommodation. Okay. And they prefer to stay in the bachelor accommodation. The company has the provision to give HRA to those people.
Okay.
Apart from this, everybody prefers township. In fact, from outside, state government officials are also staying in NTPC only.
Okay.
So everybody prefers the township life only.
Sure. So if someone is an aspirant of a government service and he wants to choose between NTPC, ONGC, IOCL, or all these things, or maybe UBPCL, Power Grid. So what is your opinion based on your discussion with your friends?
So like I have also switched into NTPC from Bharat Petroleum. Previously I was into BPCL.
Correct.
So everybody has that. So I had pursued thermal and fluid engineering, so I prefer NTPC due to that background. But eventually I will tell you that you join any PSU for that matter. Though the main role or the broad-based role are the same. You have to just go through your personal choices you have. Somebody will prefer to stay in nearby home, so PSU will be preferable to them. Somebody is into inclined towards marketing job, so at that time the all PSU will be preferable for them. Someone into technical job, so Power Grid or NTPC will be preferable to them. Somebody was into BHEL is also coming up, in ONGC is there, BHEL is there. But they have 5 years of posting in Assam or something like this. So if they are willing to take 5 years of toll on their life, we can serve on remote or hardship location for 5 years. After that, we can eventually be at good location, so they can prefer ONGC as well. So everybody has personal choice. Like I prefer NTPC over BPCL due to my thermal and fluid engineering background.
Correct. Yeah, I think some people. I think generally the electrical guys, they go to Power Grid.
They will prefer NTPC and Power Grid. Electrical will prefer. CNI is there, so CNI usually prefers also NTPC only.
Correct.
If you will go for chemical engineers, so they will prefer refining jobs. So they will go for BPCL, IOCL, or refining, where the refining thing is happening, or HPCL like firms.
Okay, sure, Brishav, I think that's all I had to ask.
Okay, fine.
So, thank you guys for watching. Do subscribe and please press the bell icon, otherwise you will miss the next update. And we would be back with more videos. And please keep watching and sharing. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, fine. Thank you. It was a pleasure catching up with you. Probably after 5 more years.
Yeah. Same here. So
okay.